I want to thank a couple of people here, Jeanette Batari, the Executive Director, and Angela Reinhardt, the President, for making this happen. And just a few things I want to say before we get started here. We've got right now going on to coincide with the comedy night, we've got an art exhibit called the Humor Me Show. So feel free to walk around during a break or after the show and look at the artwork. And we have a lot of things that go on here at Sharptop. Sharptop does a lot for the community, for the arts in the community. We have an open mic here every month. This month is going to be September 21st. And it's events like this that's one of the things that Sharptop does to raise funds. Another is membership. So if there's anybody here that's not a member of Sharptop, you'd like to join, we have membership forms over here. All right, I would like to introduce our MC for the night, my good friend, Mr. Steve Arnold.
I am Steve Arnold. Thank you. Welcome here.
Are you sure?
I hope so. It's great to be here. Some of you may have seen me and recognized me. They just did a story about me in the local paper over here, the Pickens Progress. I just recently became the first person ever in history to be fired by Amway, so that was kind of amazing. A lot of people confuse me with my brother who was laid off by Herbalife, so it's wrong. Our dad was real proud of us, that's for sure. Got any dads in here? Yeah.
Oh, no.
Angela.
This is amusing.
Good. Tim? You are? That's great. My dad, he just has one of these weird sense of humor. You know, I guess that's where I get it from. Like when I was a kid, he'd introduce me to people. He'd always say something like, "By the way, my boy here, he's for sale." Thought he was joking until we lost my brother at the flea market. That's all right. My mom got him back a few years later on eBay, so that all worked out. That's good. Anyway, I'm from South Carolina. Thanks again. I am from a small town in South Carolina. Huh? Clemson. No, I'm not from Clemson. Yeah, you're a Clemson fan? No. So why are you just sitting there yell out schools? USC! They beat the Georgia Bulldogs, didn't they? They did. But I grew up there in South Carolina. I loved it. In a small town, you know. Which is I like being here. When I first moved to Georgia, I lived in Atlanta. Didn't really care for the traffic, the gang violence, which is really nothing new to me because I was in a gang in South Carolina. Well, it wasn't a very big gang. Actually, it's just me and my two sisters, but tell you what, 6 days a month, they were pretty darn mean. I tell you what. Kicked some butt during that time. I tell you what. I guess like most of the guys in the South, though, my boyhood idol was the king of rock and roll, Slim Whitman. I don't know. It was great. Then I really liked it. I am married. Actually, on my second marriage, which is kind of tough because I was married for 20 years. You know, then I had to enter into that whole dating thing again. Yeah. That's true. I went to one of those I found myself online. You know, signing up for one of those things, and you know, where you tell them who you are. I told them I was looking for somebody that liked to hike, watch sports, maybe do a little fishing, and they set me up with some guy named Ramon. He had a nice boat, so that was good. It was ChristianMingle.com, I think. The site there. You tried it, huh? Who'd you get set up with? Shirley? Or what? He harmed you. Oh, how'd that work for you?
It worked pretty good. He sits right over there.
Hey! It worked pretty good. I'm having the wine.
My money back.
Yeah. Does he feel the same?
Good. Oh my goodness. From the coast there, right there, you know, just off the coast. No, actually up a little just outside of Myrtle Beach there. Little area right out there. But you know, here you got the tornadoes coming through. There we had the hurricanes, so it's a little different. Most people look like the hurricanes like deadly storms. I always kind of looked at them as a chance to get new stereo equipment. So microwave, you know. But I went to school there, you know, high school, all that good stuff. And when I graduated, this is no lie, you probably relate to that in Georgia, but when I went to high school, when I graduated high school, South Carolina was 48th in the nation in education. Woo! I mean, seriously, how much lower can you go, you know? Seriously, how much lower can you go? We didn't get to that history. But, my mom was the secretary there, head secretary. Now, if you never experienced that, that's what you need to do, is go to high school every freaking day with your mother. Let me tell you that. She was true. She was the head secretary of the high school. Which, you know, being that, it means that she was into everything. You know, everything that went on there, she knew about it. She'd make those announcements in the afternoon, you know. Give me your attention, please. Varsity football practice has been moved from 5 to 5:30. Senior picture day will be Thursday, dress appropriately. And sweetie pie, that girl you've been eating lunch with, she's been to the nurse 3 times this year for vaginal irritation. Anyway, that's my mother. Oh my gosh, like I say though, my first wife was Chinese there, which was, you know, kind of, I guess, kind of interesting. We really never got divorced. I just kind of misplaced her. That's true. You know, I'd always heard that all the Orientals looked alike, which I thought was kind of silly. We went vacation out of Disneyland. You've been there, huh? Oh my gosh. I guess like most guys, though, you know, I married an Asian woman so that my kids could win spelling bees. That was good. Of course, there's nothing wrong with having tech support down the hall, let me tell you. My goodness, that's some of the new stuff that I was throwing out there. Anyway, we got a really good show coming up here tonight. Though we got a lot of we've got some music to go with the comedy, so that's good. Some musical comedy, so we're looking really good at that. We've got we got several guys coming up here. Oh my goodness. We got Steve, you be ready to come up here next, right?
I'm ready.
He's ready. Steve Moore's going to come up here do a bit of music here in just a second, as soon as you guys get. If you got your drinks yet, I want you to be listening to him. You ready? I'm glad my wife isn't here now. She wouldn't like me talking about my ex-wife, but it was really interesting the fact that you know, when we got married, she was actually from mainland China, so we got married, and the whole wedding ceremony was done in Chinese. You know, it's true. I didn't know what they were saying. It was kind of like her name is Sun Yi. It's my wife's name, and so you know the preacher was up there like, Huang Dang Jia Sun Yi, take a Huang Jia Jia white cracker. I do. That's me. Her name was Sun Yi Hung. Kind of interesting, you know. When we applied for the marriage license, they said, "Will she be taking your last name?" And I thought, well, you know, maybe I should take her last name. Steve Hung. I like that. Can you imagine getting pulled by the police? You know. So tell me, sir, are you hung? You darn right I am. And that's my boy in the back. He's young, but he's a hung. Look at that, Steve. Here he is. I'm bringing the act up, and he's on the telephone.
This is the real one.
So how many of you folks are from around here? From the Jasper? Oh, yeah? All right. So what do you guys do here? So you just kind of drink wine. That's right. And you live in Jasper? Where you live?
In my car.
Oh, in your car.
Drink wine.
And this is your girlfriend, huh?
No, it's my mother.
Your mother. I'll tell you what, you probably was sleeping on the back seat of the car tonight saying that. There. That's all right. Come on in, folks. Come on in. That's right. Mother, isn't that terrible? My wife, my current wife here, she's interesting lady. She's kind of one of these big-chested women. Some of you ladies know what I mean. Some of you don't, but that's all right. But, come in, folks. We were at Applebee's. You know, I don't know what it is. I guess she's self-conscious. We were at Applebee's a couple of weeks ago, and she likes to point out the other girls, the younger girls. You know, look at her, Steve. She's got nice firm breasts. Don't you wish I had nice firm breasts? No. Of course not. What kind of man would want that? Yours are just fine, honey. Now pick them up off the table. Let's go home. Ramon. Well, we're gonna bring up Mr. Steve Moore here now. He's local. He doesn't live in his car. He doesn't drink wine. He doesn't hang out with his beautiful mother. But he's a good musician and he's an excellent entertainer. How about give it up, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Moore.
Hello, everybody. My name is Steve Moore.
Hi, Steve.
How you doing tonight? I'm primarily an artist and musician. In fact, a lot of my artwork is hanging here on the walls if you get a chance to walk around and look at it. Testing it here a minute. I got an art studio over in Fairmount where I've lived about 9 years or so now by myself. And something a lot of people don't know about me, you know, my buddy Steve said he'd been married 20 years. I've been married 18 years. Took 3 ex-wives to do it. Well, I'm not a comedian, and y'all will figure that out after I get through my bit here a little bit further. Only reason I got up here is people my whole life have told me I look funny. So.
Got a good start.
I'm going to tell you a little story about a friend of mine named Mac. I've known Mac since we was kids, and we were heading to Cub Scouts one day, and we passed by these prisoners digging a ditch on the side of the road. And old Mac looks up at my dad and he goes, "That's what I want to do when I grow up." Me and Mac got a job building houses. Boss gave a level to Mac, says, "Mac, put this level on the right side of that wall." Mac says, "This level." Boss says, "Where's the bubble at?" He goes, "All the way to the right." That's what you call about a half bubble off plumb. Boss sent Mac to Home Depot for a sheet of 4x8 plywood. Mac come back empty-handed. He said, "Boss, they didn't have anything but 8 before." Mac said, "Steve, come in here in this room and tell me what kind of spider this is." I went in the next room. I said, "Well, where is it?" He goes, "Never mind, it flew away." Well, Mac had a girlfriend. She broke up with him. She said, "Mac, there's 2 kinds of men in this world. And you don't count for either one of them. Mac took that to mean he was one of a kind. Well, Mac finally got married. His wife called him up one day and she says, "Honey, all the lights just went out." Mac says, "That's all right, baby. We can still watch TV in the dark." As it turns out, his wife wasn't the brightest bulb in the chandelier. She says, "Okay, honey, I'll put on a pot of coffee for you." I said, "Oh, Mac, he got his wish. He's in the county, he's digging a ditch." I said, "Hey, Mac, how long is your stay?" He said, "They gave me a week and 7 days." That's my buddy Mac. Thank you. I'm going to grab the guitar. I heard a news report on TV the other day about people that were addicted to the internet. And they're opening up a treatment center, I think it was somewhere up in Pennsylvania, for people addicted to the internet. And to get information on it, you go to www.internetaddiction.com. Go figure. Well, I got deep roots right here in North Georgia. I was born in Rome and lived up here in and around North Georgia most of my life. But I've traveled across the United States a pretty good bit. Every time I come back to the mountains in North Georgia, a big old smile comes on my face. I just love it. Beautiful place. Georgia's got its quirks, though. I realize, all right, we're the biggest state east of the Mississippi, but do we really need 159 counties? All right? Do we? I mean, seriously, Florida's got 66. They're almost as big as we are. 159 counties. I can pull out of my driveway, and within 10 minutes, I can be through 4 counties. But now, that's not the confusing part, though, right? Take, for instance, the city of Forsyth. Forsyth is not in Forsyth County. All right? Macon's not in Macon County. Calhoun's not in Calhoun County. White's not in White County. And, of course, Jasper, not in Jasper County. My grandmother, she's Cherokee Indian. She was born right here just north of Jasper, between here and Talking Rock. And her and my pawpaw lived on Sharptop Mountain when they first got married. Then they moved to Ackworth. That's where my dad was born. And my dad, he's a real hick. I mean, seriously. He claimed to have finished the 3rd grade. He couldn't read, though. Very little, but he could sure count some numbers. I won't ever get another poker game with him. Oh, I saw an interview with Jeff Foxworthy one time, and the interviewer, I guess, thought all rednecks came from the South. But anyway, they asked Jeff, what is a definition of a redneck? And he says, well, it don't matter where you come from, it's just a lack of sophistication. I thought, well, they should have just held up a picture of my daddy in his fishing overalls with his hooks in his hat and lures. I said, that would have been a good visual aid. I'm a songwriter, mostly, and I've been writing songs a long time. I had one stolen from me years ago. Anybody out there remember Crystal Gale?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what was her big hit? Okay, my version went, don't it make my green eyes, don't it make my green eyes red? That was the real version. Well, y'all can tell looking at me, I'm a child of the 60s. I'm young, yeah, I was a young hippie, and now I'm just an old hippie. But I'm not a burnout like a lot of my friends were back then. You know, I managed to survive, although I did my share of drugs and alcohol. I ain't gonna lie about that. You know, I quit all that though some time ago. Just had somebody ask me a little while ago if I still smoke pot. I said no, I quit that about 30 minutes ago. Well, I guess, you know, I might start back at some time. I don't know. That's just a decision I have to make when that time comes. Probably about 4:20 tomorrow. This is the latest song I wrote, and I've always been under the school of thought that humor is a lot funnier when there's some truth involved in it. And this is a song about not being able to remember things very well.
What's the
And
name of it?
Oh, I forget. I might have a touch of dementia, but it doesn't affect me. I'm going to the store for some bread and milk. I can just find my car keys. Well, I put them on the nightstand, and they're wound up by the TV. And I might have a touch of dementia, but it doesn't affect me. Now where did I put my glasses? I can't drive if I can see. Well, I put them on the nightstand right beside my car keys. And I searched the whole house over. Well, I even looked under the bed. But when I looked in the mirror, I found them on top of my head. But what did I do with my wallet? Well, it's been misplaced, it seems. It should be in my top dresser drawer with some other things. But I found it in the freezer door beside my Bluebell ice cream. And I might have a touch of dementia, but it doesn't affect me. I just got back from the grocery store, and the cats, they both get fed. So why did I buy this dog food when I went for milk and bread? Well, I might have a touch of dementia, but it doesn't affect me. And I'm going to the store for more bread and milk, if I can just find my car keys. I got one more verse I'm going to do for you. It's a new verse. That would be one you hadn't heard yet. But I thought, you know, when I'm sitting here with the guitar in hand, anybody got any requests?
Proud Mary.
Oh, I don't think I can remember that one. I might have a touch of dementia, but it doesn't affect me. I'm going to the store for some bread and milk, if I can just find my car keys.
It's good to be up in here, though. I'll tell you what, up in Jasper, with all such an art community and all that stuff going on, and all this, just the new world going on up here in Jasper. Not like where I grew up. I'll tell you what, this is no lie. When I was a kid, we had like one gay guy in our whole town. Don't ask me how I knew he was gay, but he told me he was. I believed him. So, but I really kind of felt sorry for him, you know, because he'd go over to the gay bar, nobody would hit on him. At our annual gay day parade, we only had one float. I just wrote that. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a top 10 list for you tonight. And so put your hands together to bring up Mr. Kirk. Kirk, yeah. Thank you.
All right, this is perfect because Steve earlier talked about dating websites. That's where you found your match. Well, I am a single guy. That's right, ladies. So what I've done is I've done a lot of research on the dating websites. And I want to save some people some time. So what I've compiled is the top 10 dating websites you might want to avoid. All right, these are the ones you don't want to go to. So feel free to take notes. If you're not single, you can pass it on to your single friends. Top 10 websites you might want to avoid. Number 10, ehoney.com. Their slogan is, grits lovers stick together longer. Okay. And number 9 we have footlovers.com. Find your soulmates. Yeah.
Let's work the weight, people. Let's work the weight.
And if you sign up now, you get a free tube of Tough Actin' Tenactin. Number 8 is OCDesire.com. Finally, someone you can love and wash your hands with repeatedly. And you can also make sure that you have unplugged the iron. You did unplug the iron, didn't you? Seriously, when was the last time you checked? Alright, somebody's going to leave at this point. And number 7 is hoarderquarters.com. Got lots of baggies? No problemo. They also offer some legal advice, just in case you need to get a court order on a hoarder quarter. Hey! Hey! It's the court order for a hoarder quarter dance. They're sweeping the clubs. Okay, where am I? Number 6, I believe. We'll see. Texterstogetherforever.com, and their slogan is. Okay. Need a Dick Tracy decoder ring to figure that one out. Okay, what do we got next? Number 5, clingydingies.com. Never be without a date again on a Friday night, or a Saturday night, or a Tuesday afternoon, or Flag Day, or just to go to the post office to pick up some stamps. clingydingies.com. Might want to avoid that.
Avoid that guy.
Who's that handsome-looking devil?
Ramon.
Hey, hey! Thank you. Being upstaged by the audience. That's right.
I can change it to Ramon, bro.
Yeah, okay. Next. Maybe you do want to check that one out. All right. Number 3, my personal favorite, hermaphrodites.com, where every date is a double date. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's okay.
Your mom watched
Probably good day. You know, they even have a theme song. Love is a many-membered thing. All right.
I still don't get it.
Be thankful. Okay, number 2 is mimespace.com. And their slogan is like I said, I am a single man. I practice that one a lot. Okay, get a mirror in front of you, a mirror in okay, never mind. So the number 1 dating website that you might want to avoid is gladderbladders.com. They are helping nocturnal anuretics find love because bedwetters wed better. There we go. We got through.
Kirk, all right.
Good job, Kirk.
The original stud. Good job, good job. We're going to do a little song here. Steve is going to help me out. About my lack of hair, I guess it would be. Tim helped me write it.
Oh, that's me. No one knows who I am.
It's Tim. My kids like to point that out all the time, and my grandkids. Grandpa, how come you're bald? I don't know. Because my father was bald. My mother was bald. Anyway, this is actually an old Charlie Daniels song. We just kind of changed the words a little bit. People call me Baldy, and I think that's unkind. Some folks call me Chrome Dome. I prefer receded hairline. I've seen all the commercials, potions in the magic pills. Stick 'em all in 513 and you can stuff your minoxidil. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't grow it on my own. If you don't like the way my head looks, it makes me this bald head country boy alone. I never had no ponytail, I never had no Jerry curls. Friends like to poke a lot of fun at me, but I still get the girls. A rich man joins a hair club, a poor man's head gets tan. I saw a fella on TV get hair from an aerosol can. Well, I ain't asking nobody if I can't grow it on my own, cause I'm a natural man. If you don't like the way my head looks, then just leave this bald-headed country boy alone. Tell you about a friend of mine, he didn't like his natural look. A friend of mine back in '92, he had some hair stitched to his head. His wife caught him cheating, yanked it out, and oh my, how it bled. I saw him just the other day, Jasper in a bar. He ain't got no wife nor hair, but he's darn sure got a big old scar. I ain't asking nobody nothing. I can't grow it on my own. Cause I'm a natural man, Steve.
I know you are.
100%. If you don't like the way my head looks, just leave this bald-headed country boy. Leave this bald-headed country boy. I say, leave this bald-headed country boy. I like that, Steve. Keep it rolling. Leave this bald-headed country boy. Leave this bald-headed country boy. Alone. Yeah. Steve Moore. My brother?
I guess so.
Please welcome to the stage once again. We don't have to wait for his brain to reload. Mr. Kirk.
Thank you. Well, it is an honor to be here. I'm proud to be among the comedy elite to perform at the Sharptop Arts Association. I mean, do you realize how many wildly famous comedians have not even been asked to perform here? Maybe all of them. No, but there is a lot of suffering in the world, if I can bring it down a little. Hopefully my top 10 list didn't add to that suffering. Anyway, you know, and you want to be compassionate, you want to give. For instance, the other day I saw a man with a "Will Work for Food" sign, so I gave them some apple seeds and a shovel. See how serious you are about that sign, sir. All right. say, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Unless, of course, that guy lives in the desert. Then you should probably just give him the fish. And why are you in the desert with fish anyway? I don't know. But anyways, it's hard to be compassionate in a consumeristic culture because we try to combine consumerism and compassion. For instance, I go to Taco Bell, talk about suffering, and I place my order. Yes, I'd like the #1 combo. And the cashier says, okay, and would you like to donate $1 to the End World Hunger Association? And you're like, no. But could you extra super mega gargantuanize that combo for me? Another example, I go to Family Bookstore. Go up to the checkout counter. And of course, you can't ever just check out. You can't just buy your stuff, right? First, you're going to get the whole, oh, do you get our catalog? Are you on our email list? Do you follow us on Facebook and Twitter? Do you have your rewards card so I can punch it? Do we have your phone number, your email address, your social security number? Sir, do we have a sample of your DNA on file here? It's real simple. We can do saliva or a sample of your tissue. A swab or a scrape is all it takes. So you get that whole deal. And then, of course, they still got to sell you more stuff. Well, have you seen the $5 gifts here? And sir, would you like to sponsor a child for World Vision? Wait, hold on a second. That's a little bit of a big commitment to spring on somebody at a checkout counter, isn't it? They got orphans as impulse items. That's a little strange to me. You know, it's like, okay, I'll take the Precious Moments bookmark and the Lost Hits of Amy Grant and Javier. Give me him, too. I went in for a couple of books and I came out with a kid. So now I got to figure out how to pay for this, right? I got some third world kid is depending on his livelihood for me. How am I going to do this? So now I got to go back into the Family Bookstore and hold the place up. Come on, it's for Javier! And could you punch my card for me? So then I go to Kroger. I'm in line there, and yeah, it's a little busy. And the plump and perturbed woman in front of me goes, I swear, these people, they make money hand over fist, and we're the ones who have to wait and suffer. They make all this money, and we have to wait and suffer. Oh, really? This is suffering. Well, why don't we ask Javier about suffering? I got him a cell phone so we can talk to him. Javier, Miss Jones here thinks she's suffering. Could you tell us a little bit about your life? Oh, si, senor. I have only a tattered pair of shorts. I have to eat dung beetles and drink parasite-infested puddles of water. It's blistering hot. But, thank God, I don't have to wait in the air-conditioned, open 24-hour express lane with a buggy of food at Kroger. I'll tell you what cracks me up. Church names crack me up. First Baptist, First Methodist, First Presbyterian, whatever. That's an interesting thing to name your church. Is that first? Oh, we were first! We were here first! We're #1! And you never see like the 7th Baptist, right? I mean, who's going to go there? Oh, you guys were 7th? Sorry, I'm not going to go to the 7th Baptist church. And then, this is an interesting one. I asked the guy where he went to church. He said, IHOP. Hey, that's a cool church. But no, there's a church, the International House of Prayer. I see some of you know what that's. That's one way to lure people in, isn't it? We serve the Lord's breakfast here. Then you got, served anytime. Flapjacks and boysenberry syrup. So anyway, so then you've got the churches who don't want to use the name church. They don't want anything to do with the name church. And they always got, they're the hipsters. We're the Ooze, or the Vibe, or the Pulse, or the Flow. Ah, the Flow, here's a church that meets once a month. Periodically. Sorry. So you them, and then you got the church on the complete other end of the spectrum that they want to tell you all of their particulars. We're the independent fundamental dispensational premillennial King James version only, immersionist, cessationist, not like anyone else, so separatist we're not even going to join the church softball league, only true church left church. And then underneath, everyone is welcome. What else we got? Technology. Technology is pretty fascinating. You know, you have the artificial intelligence. Anyone here artificially intelligent? Okay. Yes. So they're talking about putting that in cars, which I think is a bad idea, because I don't want a car emerging its own consciousness, because then the car is going to get road rage, right? The cars are going to start honking at each other. You see car give another car the wiper. Not a good idea. And then you got the high tech in the bathroom facilities too, right? You got the hand dryers. And now for years we've had these little tepid breezes that take forever to dry your hands. But now, have you seen the new one they've got in there? It's like super high power. The exfoliator. Have you seen this one? Yeah. I see doctors taking burn victims in there and prep them for skin grafts. You just, boom, take that right off. In fact, I like to take furniture in there and strip it. I'm running a refurbishing business down at the QT. Well, I went into this, was at this other business, and I go to the bathroom. And so I find out that they have motion-sensitive lights, right? Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and I don't tend to be physically exuberant at this particular, you know, I'm not doing sitting jacks. That just ain't how I roll. So I'm sitting there, and boom, it goes completely dark, which is a frightening thing when you're in this position. Trying to eliminate. So having watched a lot of commercial television in the 80s, I did what anyone else would have done, right? The first thing that came to mind was what? The clapper! Yeah, that's right. Come on, sing it with me. Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off, the clapper. All right, and you can clap me off the stage. Thank you.
We're going to do one more little song here for
I got to take my throne back.
I forgot to flush.
Steve is the king of rock and roll. Sitting on the throne. This is a song, I guess, you know, I had 3 daughters, still do. There's a couple of granddaughters, and I guess I kind of developed a feminine side, you know, growing up with all these girls. It's no lie. I got a closet at home, and there's a box about, I don't know, about that tall, that big. It is jammed full of naked Barbie dolls. Just for the years. I've had my oldest daughter's 26, 27 now. She had them. My 14-year-old daughter had them. Our 20-year-old daughter had them, and now they just.
But do all of them have heads?
And I want to know who took the clothes off.
Ken and G.I. Joe.
That is something, though. Anyway, I was cleaning that out this morning, looking for something. That's why I saw that. Anyway, this song is called My Feminine Side. Well, I'm a man, as anyone can see. There's something between you and me. After work, when I'm alone inside, I like to get in touch with my feminine side. Don't hate me 'cause I'm beautiful. It's not my fault that I'm so beautiful. Is it wrong, oh, is it a sin to be so macho yet so feminine? I didn't mean to do that. All my friends think I'm a regular joke, but after 5 I'm in my pantyhose. I draw the curtain so the neighbors don't call, and then exercise in my new underbra. Don't hate me 'cause I'm beautiful. It's not my fault I'm so darn beautiful. All I wanna do is have some fun, but it don't make me a bad person. Stop looking. Lord knows how hard I try to suppress the feel I get in my lane bright dress. But I'm a man and so there's something wrong. If I was a lady I'd cut grass in a thong. Cause I'm beautiful. It's not our fault we're so damn beautiful. Is it wrong? Is it a sin to be so macho yet so feminine? My friends play golf every Saturday while I sell Avon and Mary Kay. But please don't tell them, I'll never admit. It'll always be our little Victoria's Secret. Don't hate me 'cause I'm beautiful. It's not our fault that we're so beautiful. Is it wrong? Is it a sin to be so macho yet so feminine? My son, actually, when he was about 7, he wanted a Barbie. But then when I talked to him, he wanted a my-size Barbie, so I thought, I just gave him mine. You ready, my brother?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We got a guy that's going to cap the night off for us here tonight. He loves comedy. He knows how to stand up. He's got that working for him. He's going to try both at the same time tonight. He's been at the Funny Farm in Roswell. Not in business anymore. Nothing to do with that, but he's also bald and funny looking. But that just comes naturally. Please welcome Mr. Tim Arrington. Yeah.
All right, Tim.
All right, good job, Steve. I should have been on that beautiful song, I think. All right, I'll put this over here. All right, welcome to my fireside chat tonight. Glad there's no fire. I have to wear my asbestos underwear. Woo, my butt. My butt is on fire. We don't need the water. Let the mother. Forget the words on that. Yeah. Well, if you forget why you're here tonight, we have a handy reminder. And we have signs too. So these will come in real handy with my jokes. Appreciate you all coming out. They say if you wear black, it makes you look skinny. They are wrong. I heard it now you can go hang gliding out at Lookout Mountain. Woo! Don't catch me hang gliding in a place called Lookout Mountain! Why'd you crash, man? I told you to look out. Same reason I don't go bungee jump at Ruby Falls. What if your name was Ruby? Hey Ruby, you want to go bungee jump over Ruby Falls? No, I'm good. I'll just read here on Ruby's couch. I'm married for 21 years. All right, a couple marriage fans there, appreciate it. 16 happy years. My wife's smoking hot too. Yeah. Hard to believe, but I have pictures and witnesses. So. And we go out in public, people are like, whoa, that dude must have a lot of money. That must be loaded. Keep it up. I'll give you an example. When we go out, my wife actually met this 24-year-old girl. They were talking, and I walked up to him, and the girl's like, oh, so you must be her dad. It's kind of hard to recover from that. Later that night, like, hey, baby, who's your daddy? Oh, well, apparently you are. Sleep in the guest room. Yeah. So she brought the D word the other day. Decorating. Holy smokes, that'll scare a guy. I think a divorce would have been cheaper. If your marriage survives picking out wallpaper together, then it's forever. You should survive any problems. Used to be a lot more romantic too. Now when I pursue my wife for sex, it's like the Coast Guard stopping a drug boat. Sneak up behind. Prepare to be boarded. Get naked and brace yourself. She's really ticked off at me too right now for gaining weight. So now when we go to parties, she introduces us as the Fat and Furious. Guess which one I am? Hey, I'm the Fat. How you doing? Yeah. I'm the Fat. Hi, I'm fat. I'm fat, okay? Glad to be here. And she turns into a party snack Nazi. Let's see what you won't be eating tonight. Doritos, Cheetos, Fritos, Tostitos, and Taquitos. No. We gotta get you in shape. So I've been, for the last 15 years, on a non-consensual diet. Picked up a few tips, though. Yeah. Hey, honey, is that Brad Pitt over there? Go check it out. Keep looking, it's by the kitchen. Ooh, Doritos. Like those. Yeah, so she bought me that P90X workout program. Getting ahead of me there. Yeah, get ripped in 90 days. That was 5 years ago. I'm on day 8. I'm not a quitter. The other day I went to Quick Trip, grabbed a 32-ounce cup, started filling it with Coke. And this obnoxious lady walks in up next to me and starts going, and she said, ugh. Yeah, that's what she did. She walks up and says, somebody like you should not be having that much soda. That is the biggest cup I've ever seen. The biggest cup you've ever seen? Here, 44 ounce. That's bigger. You got the biggest mouth I've ever seen. And you're stupid. I reverted to 8th grade. So. It did give me an idea though, of how to change people's perception about my weight without any work whatsoever, which is perfect for me because I'm lazy. I had a shirt made that said, so far, I've lost over 100 pounds. If you're chubby and put that on and walk around, that'll change your life. Hey, look, that guy lost over 100 pounds. Yeah, thanks, man. You're looking good. Keep up the good work. Yeah. Body like this takes work, man. Halfway to my goal. You're an inspiration to us. No, I work hard, and if I can touch one heart, it touches my heart. Why are you in Dunkin' Donuts? Well, today's my cheat day. Got to reward yourself once in a while. Hey, try this if you're bored next time. You're in a public bathroom and you hear a cell phone ring. Just yell out, nature's calling! Only do that if you're bored. I called a tree service to come out to my house. And on the truck, their motto was, "We believe in trees." Ooh. I hope so. You're charging me $800 to cut one down. I believe my check's gonna bounce. I believe you should have me pay cash. How was this owner before he believed in trees? Trees ain't real! It's a conspiracy. Conspiracy. Who would start a company in something you didn't believe in? Honey, I'm starting a company. Gonna call it Tim's Unicorn Exterminators. We're gonna be rich. There's a new reality show out now called Naked and Afraid. They take a man, a woman, total strangers, they put them in some remote wilderness, completely naked. Yeah. Another show my wife won't let me watch. I think we'll be watching Duck Dynasty. Change that. Yeah, so these two people, they're naked, they got nothing. They have to get along and survive. And I'm not impressed. I'm married. My house, that's called Tuesday. I get naked, my wife gets afraid. Who's your daddy? You know the guy going on the show is going, oh, getting ready. Oh yeah. Hope the girl they put me with is sexy. She's got to be around here somewhere, you know. Grandma? No! Oh, put on a leaf or something. Man. They let you bring one survival item from home, like a knife. If it was me, I'd bring sunblock. For all those places the sun doesn't usually shine, you know. If I was a lady, I'd bring a taser. Sleep with one eye open, some naked weirdo. How would this happen in reality anyways? You just stuck out naked in the wilderness, you know? Well, I was downtown at the hotel. I took a shower and went out the wrong door, locked out. A couple of wrong turns later, boom! I'm in Nicaragua. No idea what happened. Next thing I know, somebody else naked walking up. What happened to you? Oh, well, I got locked out of the hotel. You too? Yeah, no place to keep the key. Thought that'd be funnier. Put this in my pocket here. All right. So the Bible says that God knows the number of hairs on our heads. Yeah, big deal. I'd be impressed if you knew how many were on my back. On my toes, I run around like Frodo. I'm actually growing out my back hair so I can comb it over the top. That's a good look. Yeah, I like that. You try that, Steve. I was depressed about being bald, so I sent myself a sympathy card. Had a picture of a bald eagle. Made me feel better. I'm hairy in all the wrong places. God's up in heaven like, hey Jesus, come here, check this out. See Tim down there? Yeah. I mean a bald and hairy. He's bald and hairy. How else can we screw up his love life? We could cover him with moles. Good idea. Poof. So now I'm covered with moles. I get naked with a scoop of chocolate chip ice cream. My wife only likes vanilla. My dermatologist loves me though. These wolves helped buy a new boat. I go to the pool, kids play connect the dots on my back. I see the Big Dipper! Get out of here, you little kid. Go play Marco Polo with a blind kid. Got this big ugly mole on the side of my head over here too. You know, like my undeveloped conjoined twin. Like, let's go get a sandwich. I already ate. Kid's like, what's that on your face? It's a disease. And it's contagious. Here. Go. Yeah, there you go. That'll get you kicked out of Chuck E. Cheese, by the way. No? Okay, I'll keep it. So I bought my daughter 2 Maltese puppies. Love this lady. Take her on tour. These 2 on tour. They're going on tour with me somewhere. I think. So I bought these 2 Maltese puppies. They weigh about as much as a gerbil. I gave them a bath and lost one. Should have pulled the drain plug. Sort of look like a man when you're walking 2 dogs named Sugar and Princess. Especially with pink leashes, you know. Come on, Sugar and Princess, come on. You gotta go potty. Go potty. You gotta go potty. Oh, hey, Rick. Yeah. Go potty, girls. Before the walk, you have to clear the area for hawks. Don't want to lose another dog to a hawk. Honey, can you check the Bird of Prey website? You get a hawk forecast. Getting ready for the walk, you get your leashes, pooper scooper, shotgun. Yeah, ready to go. Get home. Hey, honey, how was your walk? Oh, it's good. I shot 2 hawks. Not really fair, though. It's kind of like hunting with bait. I tell you, they'll mix a poodle with anything nowadays. Maltipoo, cockapoo, labradoodle. Yeah. These poodles are getting around. Look, a giraffe-a-poo! Wow! Long neck, itty bitty legs. Oh, he's so cute, but he keeps tipping over. That's what a giraffe-a-poo would say. I want to mix a poodle and a hippopotamus. Hey, what do you got there? That's my hippopotapoo. Hippopotapoo. What does the hippopotapoo do? He wrecks your furniture. Hey, they're big, you know. No. Okay, I'll tweak that one a little. Appreciate the input.
Say the name over and over.
The hippopotapoo. Yeah, that's hilarious. What's funnier, hippopotapoo or a hippopotamus? A hippodoodle? She likes them all.
I mean, that's your hippopotamus.
Yeah, you ever seen a hippopotamus pooper scooper? Wonder who lives here. I don't think they're home. Get the heck out of here.
You get a phone call.
Yeah.
Your dog pooped in my yard.
Yeah. How'd you know it was mine? Because that's it right there. Huge. We're improvising off the crowd now. I love it. I used to be a police officer. Used to be, so I couldn't say yes to Steve's earlier question.
I was gonna say, where's Steve?
And it was in different states, so feel free to sell pot, whatever you need to do. I was a smaller target then. Put on a couple of pounds here. I put on my bulletproof vest, looks like a little kid life jacket. Makes it tricky to direct traffic. Stop! Go! There you go, go around. Pull somebody over. Sir, you have any idea how fast you're going? Yeah, I'd write you a ticket, but I can't put down my arms. Can get a pen in my pocket there for me. Just reach in. Yeah. Roll your window down. No? Okay. Back then when I was a cop, I never lost a foot pursuit either. Now though, somebody ran, be like, stop! Stop! Forget it. Guy's fast. Enjoy your freedom, sir. You earned it. I catch him if I use the cruiser, though. Oh, it's okay. I got him at the door. We're good. Yeah. That looked like it hurt. Shouldn't run from the police. The extra weight doesn't help in a shootout either. You never want to yell, "I've been shot in the love handle!" That won't make you a hero. I'm okay, guys, I'm okay. I'm just leaking fat. As a matter of fact, there we go. All right. Lipos for wusses. Used to be on the SWAT team, and our motto was, "We negotiate with confidence." Ooh. Don't mess with those cops, they know how to negotiate. Basically, if your husband takes you hostage, we can rescue you and then work out the details of the divorce. We negotiate with confidence. It's better than our old motto, which was, "We run away like little girls," screaming and crying. Actually, our department was so politically correct that we weren't even called SWAT, Special Weapons and Tactics. That's too violent. Special Weapons and Tactics, it's too violent. It's just too violent. We can't do that, so we were called the TAC team. TAC, Tactical Apprehension and Control. Really? What, we selling girls now? Ladies, the TAC team's here, line up. Okay. We got a control top thing here. It's real slimmy. I'm wearing one now. It's a mark of shame for the comedian right here. Somebody left. When I was a cop, racial profiling was all the talk. So, when I worked in an all-white town, no minorities. So we got to profile redheads. They're easy to spot at night. There's one! Hey, Rusty, come here. Give me your sunscreen. All right, get out of here. Also, when you're a cop, everyone's favorite question to you is always, "Hey, man, did you ever have to shoot anybody?" Like, no, I didn't have to shoot them. Worst part about shooting somebody is all the paperwork. It's a lot of paperwork. You have to clean your gun, it's a headache. Good thing is I gave you a couple of free days off, so that's pretty nice. Woo! All right, guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.